Good morning. My name is Rochelle, and this is the Rochelle is Canadian channel. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. It's Friday. Yay! TGIF, Horsey, Ohio, Commendasa. And I hope we're all ready to go. Today we're going to have, excuse me, an opinion regarding, morning opinion about my very close friend, uh, Jen Bailey. So buckle up, Buttercup. Or as I like to say, uh, has it been 3 minutes? No, I can't say that yet. Anyway, well, fuck it. Buckle up, Butterfuck. Let's fucking go. It's a morning live, and good morning. I'm not gonna have a cup of coffee. I'm gonna have myself a energy drink. So I hope you're all ready for the chaos and well, bullfuckery. Because damn. Jan. Well, unfortunately, this is a morning live. I meant to go live on Thursday night, but too many of my mates are live, and I don't believe on stepping on them. So I'm just, I just said, you know what? I think I'll take a break and come live tonight. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I just thought I'd give you guys a morning live. And since I'm not monetized, oh well, we'll just take a little more leniency than normally I would if I was monetized, but I'm not. But if you do want to give me a donation, you can PayPal me at lowercase letters. Rochelle is Canadian. All donations are much appreciated. Hi, Charlie. Good morning. Jan, okay. Jan is not right in the head. No shit. She manipulates weak people. No shit. Like Mikey, Clint, and Jake. I've been reading posts and everything like Heidi's Jan. Oh yeah. It's a lot of fuck shit, and we're gonna discuss some of that. And it's not gonna be so cushy for her anymore because the people she's been relying upon in the back streets, well, fuck, they're gone. They're gone. And the people who she's been relying upon, well, it's gone. Because, when you take advantage of too many people and try to take advantage of vulnerable adults and try to give the illusion that you are a super nice, wonderful person, and then go on to people like Deadly's channel and act like a fucking thug and then try to pull the innocent. I don't know what you're talking about. And then turn around within a minute and act like a dick. It doesn't work that way. No. We need an interview with Jake. You know what, honey? Could you not talk in caps, honey? I see you. But yeah, I don't think he's going to give it to you. I really don't. I think he's really had enough of the fuck shit. Hey, Lady Shire, how you doing, gorgeous? Welcome to chat. I don't think we're going to get an interview with Jake. Not until some significant progress is made in regard to eliminating this ongoing fuck shit. Also, he has made the statement that he doesn't want to get involved anymore. Yeah. And, when you still want to be friends with somebody and they have the misfortune of being related to somebody who is a mess, and it obviously did affect his relationship, and he still wants to be involved in his kid's life and wants to co-parent and doesn't want to be involved with this fuck shit anymore and still wants to be friends with his bestie. by giving an interview will just amplify and just make it a mess. For someone to put out a statement out like that is like someone saying, in my opinion, that I've had enough. This is fuck shit. You're a piece of shit. And I'm going to admit some shit that is not easy. Not easy. And this is my way of saying enough. But we also have seen some stuff on Instagram where she's attacked this young couple. She's doxxed this young couple. She's blamed this young couple for things they've never done. And then backed the fuck up and then said, no, I didn't do that. And yes, I did do that. Everything from putting cat dirt in someone's mouth for, it's a joke. And they said, I didn't do that. And then, yes, I did do that. No, I didn't do that. Yes, I did do it. And then back the fuck up and say, well, I wasn't in my right mind. You don't play pranks on children when you are the adult. I don't care who you are. You don't do that. You absolutely do not. If you are the adult in charge and young people are coming to your house to sleep over, hang out, whatever, the last thing you do is take advantage of a young person when they're sleeping. Hey, Rob, it's been forever. I'm great. How are you, honey? It's nice to see you. Welcome to chat. Oh, Rob, I got demonetized, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Rob, if you want to donate to my PayPal you can donate to PayPal. Rochelle is Canadian, lowercase letters. I'd be grateful. It's been fun being demonetized. I'll tell you that right now. I guess we're talking about that scum person. Yeah, sure we are. But Charlie, get out of my head, honey. But we're also going to talk about my other favorite person. I just want to interject this while it's in my head. In my head, in my head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Okay, so that's right. Please hit that fucking like button. Tell the algorithm goddess I'm still worthy of your love. And yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe when we're done this fantastic live stream. Excuse me, pardon me. So I can achieve a number and see what you have to say. Because I have always, hold on, I have to clear my throat. Hold on. Excuse me. I've always been interested and I have always been open to other people's opinions. That's why I go into other people's chats. That's why I've always had a look at other people's channels. I actually do care and am interested in other people's opinions. I really am. And this is a safe space. And my only stipulation when people do walk in here is please be considerate to each other. That's all I ask. And if someone's on panel, please be considerate to the chat when you are on panel, and please be considerate to each other. However, if you're going to dish out some fuck shit to my chat and they come for you, you did that to yourself. However, I'm not going to tolerate it. And if you can't act like an adult, honey, Shar, baby, you know I love you. And this is a Jen Bailey, documentary series of go fuck yourself. So I love it. I love that shit. Good morning, Jen. How are you? This is Jen with a J. So it's a completely different person to anyone who's listening, while driving or doing their chores or, brushing their cat or doing whatever. So this is not Jen with a G. So I just want to just let the class know that. Good morning, darling. Welcome to chat. Yeah. So don't worry, Shar. Don't worry. I love you so much. You're the best. You're the best. Oh, I just want to say something. Shar has been putting on like concerts, like showing concerts and stuff. And Mr. Z used to take credit for it. But obviously, Shar, the Lady Sharbati, is the one who was putting together these concert live streams, not Citizen Z. So he was taking credit for them, but the Lady Shar was the one doing them, obviously. So when someone takes credit for other people's work and then claims that you're stealing your knowledge, it obviously is not what you think it is. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, Stand up, ladies. Take credit for what's your own. Shar, well done, sis. Well fucking done. I'm proud of you. Yeah, so Shar puts on the concerts. Yeah, Shar puts on those concerts because she is into music. It's Shar who did it, but Z took the credit for it. Mm. Yeah, he put it on his channel, but it belonged to the Lady Shar. Uh-huh. I see you, bitch. I fucking see you. Just saying. Okay. Narcissism, right? Narcissism. Anyway, that's right, Shar. I'm going to put that on the screen. Boop. The Lady Shar says, thanks. These concerts are all me. Yes, they are. And all the ones from the past were. But he was saying on his channel that he was the one who was like using computer technology to fix them up and make them clearer and make them better for the audience and all that fuck shit. No, he didn't do squat. It was all Sharbati. And he was like saying that he was using technology so they'd be better for the audience, and it was all Citizen Z. No, bitch, it was all Sharbati, not you. Hello, Aries. You belong to the Lady Shah. Good, honey. I love it. Well, hi, my name is Lady Rochelle. How you doing? Mwah. Welcome back to chat. Anyway. The last night's concerts were great. Supertramp and Bad Company. I know, right? Yeah. So before you take credit and pretend that you were the one who audio tweaked it and made it better to watch through audio and AI improvement, sir, and then take complete and total credit for someone else's work, that is called plagiarism. And that is called misinformation. That is called theft. You know, and that is called a violation of someone's trust and friendship. So, I don't think that's very nice. That's not very nice. And I call you out for your fuck shit. So anyone else who's associated with Citizen Z, whatever, hold your material close to your chest you're not a know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. Because sometimes people take your shit and claim it's their own. So, Shar wasn't stealing his knowledge. Shar was taking her content and leaving. Just saying. So, mm. Oh well. Oh fucking well. Speaking of stolen content, before I get back to Jen Bailey, who tends to like to play other people's live streams without permission, I should know. Yeah, because I struck your ass. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And the only reason you have your channel is Carrie Taylor, who came to me and asked me to have mercy on your stupid ass soul. And that's the only reason you have your fucking channel. Someone else was kind, and you came to my best friend. You came to my best friend and begged her, begged her, begged her 3 fucking times. So I would go easy on you. And I listened, because I did it for her, not for you. Shar says, to be fair, my songs that upset me, the concerts were not mine. Yeah, you were just broadcasting the originals. Well, no, you're not Supertramp, right, girl? But it was your ideas and your idea to broadcast them. It was your idea to have them. It was your idea to make them content, right? Yeah. But let me just get back to Jen's fuck shit. Yeah. So the only reason you have your channel, Jen, is when I struck you in November of 2025. Remember. The 5th of November. I do. That's right. And the only reason you have your channel is because my best friend Carrie came to me, because you went to her and did Broken Fucking Please. Yeah. And because I'm not an asshat, and because I love Carrie, and because I have the decency of a human being, I took mercy on you. And yeah. Well, that time. Yeah. So I implore anyone, if she's playing your content without your permission, don't put up with it, because she's just there to mock you and treat you like ass. And that's not fair use. That's stolen content. And anyone who puts up with her doing that on your channel, Deadly, you're going to lose your channel over and over and over. Good morning, Crafty Cat. What's going on in the dark? Oh, the monsters under the bed are my friend. I'm not in the dark. I'm just talking. And you only see my face on Restream at the end. So, Aries, you're just going to have to just hold on to that need, because this is my fucking channel, and this is the fucking way it goes. Ask anyone in the chat. That's the way it goes. So, too bad. You don't dictate the way I rock. Not here, honey. Sorry. So this is your verbal warning. Queen! Hey, gorgeous. How you doing? Did you know that according to Lauren, Jew is spelled with a G that starts with the, like my Queen George? Queen. How you doing? Good morning. Yeah. So, you know, there's a difference. Fair use is when you play it and offer commentary as you rock and roll along the way. But if you play someone's material and then all you do is insult them all along the way, that's not commentary. That's well, that's hateful, and hate is not commentary. Sly, I love your fucking face hole. Hey, honey. Hey, Grandma. How you doing, Habibi? Mwah, love you. Um, I'm great. I'm fucking great. Um, Rochelle the Jew is fantastic. Um, fucking love you, Sly. Fucking love you, gorgeous. Um, oh, I want to rain on someone's parade while I'm here. Hold on. Public service announcement. Public service announcement. Lauren, you dumb, stupid bitch. Now, I've been gaming longer than your stupid fucking bitch has been alive. All right? Oh, yeah. Shar's playing poker tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But, okay. Let's take a break. I have to take a bitch for a fucking drag right now. Jen, hold on to your fucking asshole self because I'm just gonna be a bitch right now to Lauren. Hold on. Lauren, wake the fuck up. You think you're a gamer? Ha ha! Listen, she goes live for fucking 5, 6, 4 fucking hours thinking she's gonna get monetized. Firstly, one, pardon, I'm sorry, rest in peace, those who are wearing headphones. I apologize on behalf of Canada. Okay, one, you can go live for fucking 18,000 hours. But if you only have 63 people watching who just drift in and go, oh God, and leave, it's not about hours that you're on, cunt. It's about watch hours. Okay? Watch hours of your audience. You need 4,000 hours. I'm sorry. 4,000 hours of audience watch hours, not hours that you're on, bitch. Okay? You have 23 people watching you for fucking 6 hours. Yeah, good luck with that. And it has to be approved. Approved watch hours by Daddy YouTube. Yeah, meaning it has to be acceptable watch hours, which means that you going on 6 hours and ranting and using the C word and being a dumbass bitch and accusing people of murder is not approved watch hours. 2, your Assassin's Creed playthrough. Now, I've been a gamer for years. I've been a gamer since the fucking 80s. I've been watching gamers on YouTube for 11 years. I've watched gamers who are fucking Dino Supreme. I've watched gamers who've done real speed runs. I've watched gamers who have gotten world fucking records at like actual conventions. My kids were into it. My brother and I were into it. My friends were into it. I did it myself for funsies. I went friends for funsies. I've spent zillions of dollars on game system after game system after game systems. All right. I've gotten real sweaty with groups of people on Discord. And yeah. So, you know what? Listen, bitch. when you play on, when you actually play yourself on a live, there are 3 things that tell me you are playing a demo. You are not fucking playing, because there are 3 things that tell me you're not playing. 1, your name isn't over your fucking head, because you write what name you want to use. You want to call yourself dumb bitch? The words dumb bitch is over your head. All right? 2, when you're a streamer and you're a gamer, the first thing you do is you see the name of the game, the name of the frame, while you set up your fucking system, like your brightness, your volume, your bits, like how fast do you want it to go? Do you want it to go 60? Usually people do 60 bits, so your game doesn't fucking crash. Also, you don't have air conditioning and you think you can play 6 hours on a live? No. Secondly, no way. No way, no day. And you think you're going to get that kind of bit smoothness? You're going to think you're getting that bit smoothness for Assassin's Creed is not on your Xbox bullshit, free fucking whatever you pay, blah, 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 blah. That Assassin's Creed game you're showing is for PC, or for a game system that is far more advanced than the one you're holding. That looks like, well, that's certainly not for an Xbox. I'll tell you that right fucking now. Also, gamers do something that's called, they make mistakes. They don't always make perfect kills. Their gameplay is not that smooth. Never, 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 never. I've seen gamers like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye do something like stop and look around. They don't just make perfect walkthroughs, like they're just running and make perfect jumps and stop and kill perfectly and go on. And she's just talking and reading the chat perfectly. Yeah. Tell me you're not playing when you talk. You're not playing. You are playing nothing. You are not playing. You telling me you've gotten all of the whatever through Assassin's Creed Mirage? No. All gamers miss stuff. They stop and they look around. They go back because they think they've missed stuff. They look around because they don't know if they've gotten everything. Hey, Wind Whispers, how you doing? No air conditioning. What the fuck? How? I can't survive without it. British people don't. A lot of British places where they live don't have air conditioning. That's one of the problems. No problem, sweetheart. I love you. Mwah. So, welcome to town. No way, no day. You think those gameplays are real? We are watching whenever she plays. Yeah. So stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody, you're a fucking liar. You're a liar and you're a motherfucker. Yeah, watch her playthroughs. They're too smooth. They're too cool for school. You're not getting all the achievements. We are watching. Oh, honey, I'm too busy dragon Lauren. Test the class. We're watching a demo. She is playing for us the demos of the game that is offered with every game. We're watching online. She is playing for us The demo for every game you can watch for hours and hours. You can watch a playthrough of a game demo for as long as you want. When you buy a game, you can watch the demo for hours and hours and hours. Or, here's my favorite, you can watch the demo of, or you watch someone else's content of their playthrough for as long as you want. Hey, Carol, love you so much. I looked out the window and I saw my friend Carol. Hey, Carol. Hey, welcome to chat. That's a demo because any skilled player will stop, look around, make mistakes, and no one gets perfect kills every single time. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I've seen people who have world records on games, and they stop, they go back and forth, they make sure they get everything. This is the same woman who had to use Alexa to cheat on a game. She outwardly cheated. So how come she's so good at Assassin's Creed, guys? She just runs smoothly right through it, and we don't even see her name above her head. Okay, that's a demo. That's a demo. That's not her. How do you play so well and be able to read the chat so well and rant and freak the fuck out so well? I don't know. Can you teach those skills? Because I guarantee you, if you can play that well, you need to be in a competition, earn money, tell the world, teach classes. You can play like that for 6 hours, that smooth? Dang. Because if you play that well, you show the class. Show us holding a console. What's that person? She used to make comments stealing other people's content on TikTok and YouTube, and then she pretended to play video games, but it really wasn't her playing the video game. It was really her husband playing the video game, and then he'd record himself, right, and not have himself talk, and then she would pretend to play, and then she got caught. But at least that content showed him going back and forth. Like, it showed making mistakes, right? And then all her content was like, whoa, dude, oh, God. Ooh. She was really creative. Well, it became as oh, yeah, Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf pulled that shit. But she got caught, and she wasn't even playing the video game. It was her now ex-husband. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. So, Lauren, I mean, at least Sniper Wolf had someone playing for her and then had her ex-spouse doing it. But at least it was like normal. You know, he made mistakes, he died. How do you play Assassin's Creed and not die? How do you play Assassin's Creed and not die? You know? I want to know. I want to know for sure. How do you play Assassin's Creed and not die? Because that's a demo. It just shows you how to die. Because that was a demo. How do I know? Because she turns off the camera just as the video game would tell you it's a demo. Hi, Patty. Good morning. I don't make mistakes. I make creative alternatives. That's right. Oh, shit. Let's show the class. Yeah, she's just showing you when you turn on a game, it will show you a demo over and over. Oh, by the way, demos offer you a demonstration of each level, of each, world, just so you can see what's going on. Yeah. So, yeah, you can see a demo of Ice World or Water World or Go Fuck Yourself World. Yeah. Sippy, sippy, darling. Love you so much. Just saying. Yeah. So, yeah. Why would anyone want to spend their time fake playing a game? That's crazy. Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. Because one day when she was still on Dudley's channel, she's like, I want to start gaming too. I think I could game. I think I could do it. Yeah. She just thought she could get away with it. She thought it was like her new content. Not saying I don't believe you, just mind-boggling. A lot of people have tried to do it. And I'll tell you something. If she was really gaming, she'd get more views. She'd get more views. And she when I called her out on cheating using Alexa, she stopped playing the game she was cheating with, because I also pointed out she had more views when she was actually playing. I'll point that out to you, because real gamers know when gamers aren't playing. Real gamers know when you're looking at a demo. And that's why she has so few views, because when you're pretending to play and you're using a demo, real kids, real gamers, real people who recognize a game will watch her as they have for a couple seconds. And I watched her, and I realized when I saw her start and continue, I realized after 3 minutes it was a demo. Because real gamers know. If you know, you know. If you watch her play, all gamers, when they're not used to the game, people play the same game they like Bloodborne, for hours, days. There are people who have hundreds of hours playing Assassin's Creed. Hundreds. And when you're using a joystick, you're not that smooth. When you're using a controller, you don't move that smooth. If she wasn't consistently in turmoil with YouTube, she'd probably get more views. If you weren't consistently lying to your audience regarding gaming, you get more views. And you can tell when she's actually playing by the way she's moving. Also, when you're making a decision where to go in games like that, like Assassin's Creed, you make a decision who you're going to talk to. You're not just consistently running that smooth. A controller, you don't move that smooth. When the computer is running on its own, your kills are flawless, your jumps are perfect. People make jumps and do something called they miss. You miss. You know, times I've played games and just make a jump and I'd be like, next thing I know, I'm either falling to my death or I end up where I don't want to be. And that's normal. Expert gamers do it all the damn time. It's called normal. It's called natural error. It's called human error. We all do it. Games people play in the middle of the night. Yeah. We all make mistakes. We're all getting used to a game. The only way we learn is to make a mistake. Or we push the wrong button because we get excited. We're having a good time and we're like, I didn't mean to push that down. Ah! You get excited and you get sweaty. Hey, Sly14, how you doing? Welcome to chat. Lauren, the reason why your views are so small is because real gamers are coming to watch you and realize you're playing a demo. The computer plays way better than you do. Real gamers stop, look around, make mistakes, fuck up. It's normal. Even speedrunners make mistakes. And they move different when you're playing on your own. So you can pretend it's you, but we all know it's not. That's right, Sean. Please make sure your notifications are on for the Lady Rochelle. So please hit that fucking like button. Make sure the algorithm goddess knows I'm still worthy of your love. And please subscribe so I can achieve a number. So I'm not triggered, Lauren. I don't give a fuck what you do to your nails because they're goddamn ugly. And you got long nails. You know how hard it would be to play a video game like that for hours and hours and hours? It would suck. And nobody who plays for real plays that way. It's not possible. Controllers don't work like that. And human beings, that's not the way it looks. Just saying. Is Sarah motherfucking Z here? Is cousin Sarah motherfucking Z here as well as cousin George? Goddamn. So, that's what I have to say about that. Am I going to sneeze? Oh, fucking pollen. Anyway. Lauren, you're an idiot. I see you. We all see you. Hey, Sarah motherfucking Z, good morning. Love you so much. Anyway, back to Jen. You dumb idiot. If you are so fucking brave, why aren't you doing it on your own channel? I have some theories. One. Oh yeah, listen, you stupid bitch. If you're so brave, if you're so thug, if you're so gangsta, do it on your own fucking channel. Or maybe you don't want strikes. That's what I think. Because I think she has strikes. I think she's got copyright strikes on her channel. And she doesn't want to lose it. But she acts all sad. Dudley's threatening to take my channel. Well, maybe you're worried that someone else is going to take your channel. That's what I think. Your nails are 3 to 4 inches long. And it's not easy playing a controller on computers, I bet. Yeah. I love you more, Sarah. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are not easy to do, like open a fucking can of pop. She puts these nasty plastic gummy bears on her nails and thinks she can play a fucking controller? Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. I don't fucking think so. So, I mean, you know what I used to really think was funny? Jen would text people whose materials she would want to use. She'd be like, love bomb, love bomb, love bomb, love bomb. By the way, I'm playing your live. Uh, Now I've seen these texts on YouTube, and you know what? Or she would like call Anne on her channel, and she's like has them on her channel on the phone without asking permission. Yeah, it would be nice, sure. And like Anne would be on the phone with her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, Anne, I'm playing your I want to play your live, okay?" And like you hear like quiet. She's online on her live, and if she acts like if she says no or gets upset, like it's like putting someone on the spot. Hey, Slap, how you doing, gorgeous? So it's like everyone can hear you on her live, and the internet is forever. Now, if it was me, you guys know what I would say. Hey, Lisa, how you feeling, gorgeous? Welcome to chat. You know what I would say? I'd be like, no, don't play my shit. You know me. I have no fucking filter when it comes to that shit. I'd be like, no, don't play my shit. Especially when when it come to her, I'd be like, no. Like she once asked me, I'm like, she was like we weren't getting along. And she's like, can I play your stuff? I'm like, no, you may not. And no, because I knew what she did. She would just literally turn it on, sit back, and let it roll. That's not okay. That's not fair use. That is out and out theft. That is replaying my shit for your content so you can just rack up the fucking donations and your cash apps and your views on my back. It's not okay. That's not all right. You can't do it. That's not all right. And then sometimes she'll be like, oh, she'll like laugh or something. And I'm like, bitch, you think for your fucking self. You do your own shit. Right, Lisa? I mean, there's been a lot of us who have tried to be supportive, who've tried to offer advice, and she'll take, and I operatively use the word take with a capital T, other people's content, other people's lives, other people's whatever, and then take it out of context and make it about herself. Oh, and what is this bullshit about her going on and on about extortion? Like going after Berlinetta and claiming that that so and so and so and so is taking and trying to get money off of other people. I think she's only doing that because we made the statement, including myself, that Deadly and William, who are her ride or dies, were taking money from Kyra to let her up on panel. And it is obvious Rochelle isn't hard to get along with. Ask permission, be respectful. She's cool. Are you sure? I'm kind of a bitch. Yeah, I mean, if you want it, all you gotta do is ask for it. But unfortunately, you know, you might be told no. And if you've got material and you've slapped me in the fucking face, ah, telephone! Hold that thought. I'm back. Sorry. Anyway, hey Mugsy, how you doing, handsome? Welcome to chat. Yeah, I mean, I can be a class A mega bitch if I want to be. I love it, right? Um, but like shit, you treat me like ass. Yeah, I'm pretty smart. It's not gonna happen. Like I don't think it's gonna fucking happen again. However, I can be pretty forgiving when I'm not an idiot. Yeah. So, so Jen. Aw, Sly, have you been a sweetheart? That doesn't surprise me. Lisa, I hope you are feeling better. You know, Lisa did mention in a chat, and I remember this because it reminded me of a situation that happened to Lisa before. She said, you know, there were a lot of people who wished her well and noticed she was gone. And the one person who love bombed Lisa the longest, love bombed Lisa a lot, Jen didn't have anything to say to her, didn't ask her how she was, didn't care to even see where the fuck she was. You know, where was she? She was missing. And I'm going to be honest, Jen doesn't give a fuck about anyone else's health at all. Like, the deal breaker for me, Lisa, was I was really I had bronchitis really bad. I was sick, and I'm like, Jen, I'm sick. I cannot mod for you. I need a break. I'm stressed out. Like I got like a chest cold went to like bronchitis for me, and a bronchitis can go to pneumonia for me really fast. And I've spent time in hospital because of pneumonia, so it's nothing to fuck with me. And she's like, okay, you want a break? So I'll see you tomorrow. I'm like, what? My husband was livid, absolutely livid. He was so mad. And we were on a voice call. And I'm like, no, Jen, I need a break. She's like, so what? You're going to come back soon? I'm like, no, Jen, I need a break. I need a break. Not just from you, from YouTube. I need a fucking break. Rochelle, I haven't always gotten along, but I respect her for always being honest. Lisa, I don't know. We had a mini disagreement, but it was like a couple, like a week. It was nothing. I love you, Lisa. I think you were just mad at me because I was not getting along with Jen at the time. And a few people were like, "What's wrong with Rochelle?" And I'm like, "Rochelle's not happy." Yeah, no, I didn't. Lisa, I don't even consider it a disagreement, honey. It was just sort of like everyone's like, "Uh-oh, the fuck is wrong with Rochelle? She's being a mega bitch." Yeah, well, Rochelle is not happy, and I think it was probably before I was one of those people who just took my feelings, put it in my pocket, and didn't discuss it on YouTube. Don't worry about it, honey. I don't even think about. I forgot about it. Honest, I totally forgot. I love you. I totally did not think about it. So please, I'm sorry if I made you feel bad. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway. Oh my god, I feel guilty now. Um but like you know what it is like you want to all get along with each other, and I feel the same way, but I don't really consider like I just want everyone to get along, but like I have my limit, you know? I'm not going to be like a lemming and just jump off a cliff blindly because everybody is like on team Jen. And I believe in being kind and sympathetic and empathetic and caring about people. But it's sort of like, I don't believe in blind faith. And I do believe we have to take care of our own needs and not allow ourselves to go down a corridor where your health is nothing to somebody, you know, where your needs that are basic, like I will not allow my health to fail and me to be so sick I'm on antibiotics and I'm stressed out on top of it. You're right, Wind Whispers. Like everyone has disagreements. Doesn't mean they don't dislike each other. Yeah, I never disliked Lisa. Never. Right? Like I think she just didn't know what was in my head. And my head was like, I'm not driving myself to pneumonia where I end up for a week in hospital and my husband's beside himself. And he won't sleep. And I'm putting myself at physical risk because Jen wants me to mod for her tomorrow. And at that time, modding for Jen was so stressful. It was like she did not turn on the 18 and over. She'd have these verticals where all these kids would come in. And I'm talking children. Like you would go and look on their channel and they were kids. They're like 11, 12 years old. They would even say they were kids in their description. And they'd be like, Jen, you're so pretty. I wish you were you. And I would go look and they are kids. They're like posing with their little friends. And I'm like, Jen, these people are kids. I'm blocking them. And she's like, oh, no. They're just, someone told me they're just trolls. I'm like, no, Jen, these are kids. These are kids posing with their little medals, their gold medals, and their pictures are taken by their mom for their soccer club. These are kids. These kids are telling you to take your shirt off because they're 14 and they're little boys. Kids talk differently in chats. They say things like shake your ass or show us your tits because they're kids. Kids do that. Kids surf the web for whatever lives are available to them. That's what children do. And I would be in her mod chat, which was lots of fun, because she wouldn't just add you to one mod chat, she would add you to like 3. So if anyone was talking on one, I would get a notification. And my phone would be constantly beep, like the noise at any time of day, constantly. And then I'd be like, Jen, I just want one mod chat. And I would constantly be like leaving this chat, so I wouldn't get notifications on the constant. And she's like, why'd you leave? I go, Jen, I'm getting notifications 24 fucking days a week, 24/7. It's annoying. I only need to be part of one mod chat. And I'm like, Jen, I can't. Like someone leaves a GIF of someone like laughing and I get a notification at 2 a.m. I don't need that shit. They want to chit chat. Great. This is not a mod chat. This is a room. Fuck. Annoying. And then she's like, this is the real secret mod chat. Fuck off. I don't need to be this. What do you mean secret? Shh, secret. Fuck off with that shit. This is a fucking YouTube channel. This is not all the way Clarice to the FBI. It's a fucking YouTube channel. Not everyone is against you. They're all gonna laugh at you and all your dirty pillows. Fuck off with that. What the fuck? I don't care. I'm just a moderator. And I remember turning to Edmond and saying, this is more than I asked for. This is above my pay grade. And it's free. I'm not getting Sly, don't say that in my chat. Sly 14, don't say that shit in my chat. Don't say that shit in my chat. Don't say that shit in my chat. Don't do it again. Carol, can you just remove that comment for me, please? And thank you. Don't say that shit in my chat. Don't. I don't like that. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't like her, but don't say that word in my chat. I don't like it. I love you so much, but don't say that word in my chat. All right. Anyway, so all her fuck shit. All her lies. Like, don't kiss me on one cheek. She's doing a mental health live. Honey, YouTube is not a fucking psychiatrist's office. All right? It ain't. And by the way, I love how you picked up my shit by saying dial star 988 and then proceeded to read the information online that's available. Talking to these people at star 988, this is not a chat line. This is for people who need assistance now because things are stressful to the point where they don't know what to do with themselves. This isn't people you can call just to ask them what to wear that day, okay? Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Love you. Star 988 is for people who are having problems dealing with their mental health and are at a point where they are contemplating things where they are beside themselves. The stress is real and they need help at times of day where there's no one to turn to and they may not have someone to turn to and they're desperate. You know, I'm not a therapist. I don't pretend to be. And Jen once said, who are you, a therapist? No, I'm not. I have been known to be someone people like to talk to, but I can't help you in that way. I'm not qualified. Bambi might say she's qualified, but as someone who claims to be a doctor, a psychologist, she is the most obtuse, abusive, nasty, foul, homophobic, racist, bigoted, angry bitch I've ever met. And if she really was qualified, she would lose her license for the behavior she exhibits online. Goddamn. Yeah. Because to be someone who deals with others' mental health, in my opinion, those who are good at it, it's a calling. Because you need to be eternally patient and empathetic. Because you're dealing with other people's problems day after day after day, hour after hour after hour. and they are responsible for their person and their privacy as long as they're a patient, and sometimes after, unfortunately or fortunately. And they have to care, sincerely. They sincerely have to care. So if you're having issues with your mental health, I encourage you to dial *988 because you matter, your mental health matters, and your feelings matter. So, and remember, tomorrow is a day with no mistakes in it. And remember that Lady Rochelle loves you so much, and it'll be okay. Because tomorrow is a day with no mistakes in it. You can start again. You really can. Yeah, you can get into a lot of trouble for taking on a role, a professional role where people require your help, who may come to you with their problems, where their lives may be, in a precarious balance. People do things to themselves that they shouldn't. They think that they have no other options, and you always have another option. There's always another option because tomorrow's another day. It really, really is. And what bothers me, to be honest, is Kyra comes to Paula and gives the illusion that her and William are in some kind of turmoil and problem. And she's being a victim, a black male victim, a abused victim. And she's done that shit to me quite convincingly. And unfortunately, I'm very empathetic. And that's how Jen got me. And it's all about emotional manipulation. And I guess that's why Kyra and Jen are so good for each other. That's right. 988 is for emotional and behavioral health support with minimal law enforcement involvement unless there is an immediate physical safety threat. That's right, Petty. And that's why Petty is the Library of Congress for my channel, because she is a plethora of information. Thank you, Petty. I appreciate you. That's right. Because sometimes you just need to work it out. Sometimes you just need someone to talk to. Sometimes you need to figure out your options, and they will give you assistance in your area so you can get the assistance you require. And that's sometimes what people need, because not every situation is as simple as just conversation. Sometimes you need a little more, but sometimes having someone to talk to, as long as you need it, to help you through a rough patch, is the first step to a better tomorrow. Exactly. Yeah. I always wonder about people who self-diagnose. You cannot self-diagnose. You need a physician to help you with that. And when people go off medication, they have been prescribed. If you feel you require something else, medication does change or go up and down with the, amounts, because people's needs change with time. Also, if you're bigger or smaller, if you've lost weight, you need a different dose. Your dose will go down. So this is why you need to visit your physician, your doctor on regular intervals, because people's needs change with time. And you can't just drop something like a hot rock. You could do serious harm to yourself. So I always recommend, do not go to the Yuba Tuba. Go to a physician, because only they can really help you. Uh, don't 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 just drop things. You know. She's launching in July 2022. The 988 Crisis Lifeline has received 23.3 million total contacts nationwide, which includes 15.8 million calls, 4.2 million texts, and 3.4 million chats. That's a lot of people to help, isn't it, Derek? Well, and I hope we can help a lot more. I really do. Well, Patty, that's it's only been up and running for 4 years, and it's already helped 23.3 million individuals. Well, that's wonderful. That's great. And that makes me feel really good that I have been offering that to my listeners. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's put this up for everyone to see. Yeah. So it's not something to call when you're bored. It's something to call when you need assistance. This is not like 411 looking for the movie theater near you to see what's playing. Absolutely not. But you can access them if you don't live in the United States, and they're still available to you. You can text them. They are there. They are there. Yeah, just for a perspective on the situation, because, you know, people do feel overwhelmed. Not everyone has access. I mean, like, it's like 2:30 in the morning, and you're like, right? I couldn't do a whole live about mental illness and how it affects people, but this is the thing. Jen taking this on as her flagship, her saying, well, I'm not responsible because I went insane in 2023. Firstly, saying that you were insane is the biggest slap in the face to anyone who has ever suffered or continues to have mental illness, anything. Because firstly, it is that word insane that is the stigma that has made people who have mental illness deal with idiots like you. Because people who suffer from, let's say, clinical depression, like myself, I have clinical depression. I take Wellbutrin. It doesn't make me insane. It's inherited. I can't do anything about it. But I don't feel any type of way. I do feel better that I'm on medication. I started taking medication in my early 20s. I make myself extremely stressed out. I've always had a stressful job, and having clinical depression unmedicated is like consistently and constantly running. You are always running. There is no stopping. It is like a cyclical event. It is like go, 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 go. And the moment I got on that, it was just like, I didn't know I had clinical depression. I just knew something didn't feel right, but I didn't know what it was, and I blamed myself. So, does that mean I'm insane? I'm gonna be honest. There were a couple people I knew who looked at me like I was when I said I was on Wellbutrin. And you know what? I'm on a really low dosage. Uh, so, yeah, doesn't mean I'm insane. It just means I'm missing a chemical in my brain. Yeah, it does. I feel great. When Whisper says I suffer from panic attacks, but I personally don't recommend calling the crisis line during an attack. Yeah, uh, I've had a couple. They're not fun. I thought I was dying. I thought I was having a heart attack. Um, it was probably one of the most unpleasant things I've ever experienced. Um, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I actually thought I was dying. I actually thought I was dying. I get it. Yeah, it is. It is. It is highly unpleasant. I don't think I could. I don't think I. Yeah, I get it. I haven't had one for many, many years, and I feel very bad. I don't know how I'd react from a panic. Actually, that's not true. I think I had a panic attack. I'm a little baby one at the beginning of the pandemic when I realized I couldn't see my mother. And you know how they had those like circles, and I couldn't like I had to be like in my immediate family circle here, and I couldn't go to like my brother was the caregiver for my mom, and I realized because it was like only the 5 people circle, not until they got the 10 people circle could I see my mom, and I didn't see my mother for like months, and it was awful. It is a chemical imbalance. That's right. I was lacking a chemical. That's all it is. That's all it is. Um, so yeah, but by saying that you went insane, they basically you have just pushed back the mental health awareness movement several decades. Why don't you just say that women are hysterical and put them in asylums and lock them up for the rest of their lives? Well done. There are men and women who are on medication, who live normal lives, who are not using medication that impairs them, that are just, filling up the mental, like their serotonin imbalance, um, due to things that are inherited that are unavoidable. 3 days, goodness gracious. Yeah, I thought I was having a heart attack too. Oh my God, wind whispers, you poor baby. I'm so sorry. Don't do that again. Oh my God. Oh, honey. But like saying that you went insane, there's a book, I think it's called 9 Days in a Mental Asylum. I think I have it somewhere. Um, you are like going back to the like 1800s, 1700s, kind of shit, where people are like literally just scooped up off the street and put away, and have several people catatonic, living in a one-room stone situation, sitting on hay, you know? I learned visualization, but yeah. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Yeah, a lot. You know what? I find a lot of people do have experienced panic attacks or anxiety issues like at one time in their life, but like I'm not on medication for that. Um, but it was bad. I, yeah, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Not anybody. But those who do use medication for their panic attacks and anxiety, um, yeah, sometimes you need it. And a lot of doctors don't leave you on it, but help you with talk therapy and stuff, get you a way to visualize and calm down on your own. So, all right. You know what? Sometimes I can share the book and then put it in my posts. So I think I'll do that because it's a very short read. I think it's like 20 pages or something. So I think I will put it, I will make it available to you. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll download it and then I'll put it in my posts because I think it's copyright free. So I think I can do that because the book is very old. Yeah, it starts out with anxiety and turns into panic attack. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So yeah, I will do that, Slide 14. I will do that for you guys. Um, Good idea. I thought about reading it for you guys. Actually in an ASMR. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. You guys, but I think I'll make it available to you. And if you guys want me to read it to you, I will. Fair? I think that's fair because I do think it is copyright free. Yeah, meds do help a lot of people. And I remember seeing one of these alpha bros say that people who are on medication are losers. And it's people like that who also put the mental health movement back several decades. So, don't let other people tell you what to do with your health when, these are just randos who are on the internet who don't know shit. They don't know you. They don't know your situation. They don't know your health situation. They don't know anything about you. And by someone just saying, oh, well, I went insane, I don't think it was insanity. I don't think it was mental issues. I think there were other issues involved because Jen is admitted to using narcotics. She's also admitted recently that she likes to use like gummies, like those THC gummies. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. Edmond and I bought like when like pot became legal and I didn't have to work for several days. We bought some of those gummies before they became flavored. Like it was a long time ago, and it was like in the shape of like a maple leaf. Ironically, it was red, so we thought it would be like flavored. It wasn't. And he gave me like a itsy bitsy piece, and he's like, "Hey, Rochelle, you want to try it?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I try it. It tasted so fucking bad. It tasted so bad. It's like, bleh! And I went and I was like, emergency water. And the water did not help. I ended up drinking like 2 glasses of milk to get rid of that taste. And it was like so bad. It was like every bad taste you've ever experienced, plus like battery acid, plus like Lysol, plus just like bile. It was bleh, it was gross. And I'm like, okay, so are you gonna have some? And he's like, no, I want to see what'll happen. Yeah, my famous guy. He always wants to see what'll happen. So nothing happened for about 30 minutes. And then we start watching a movie. And the movie becomes sort of like blurrier and blurrier and funnier. Except it's not a funny movie. It's like a Bloomhouse, like Rob Zombie, blood everywhere kind of movie. Yeah. I couldn't get up off the couch. I was so high. It was crazy. He looked at me, he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No." I cannot I cannot have like marijuana gummies. No. No, 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 no. He had to put me in my pajamas. I was a sloppy fucking mess. Um, yeah, I don't remember anything after he went, "Oh, these are not good for you." I woke up still fucking stoned. Not as bad, but the next day, I'll tell you guys, nothing bothered me at all. Do I think I could have driven a car legally? Absolutely not. Do I think I was sober? No. No. We went to the grocery store and every item in that store was hilarious. I was floating along. La, da, da, da. I was just, no, no. It took me like almost 2 days to get right. It was the tiniest piece ever. I like, like, like a sliver. I shit you not. I was gone. Just stupid, retarded, dumb. Brain? No, no, no brain. Guys, I was out. And my university days would have laughed at me. But this gummy was potent. It tasted bad. So I guess it was very, very, very strong. Yeah, it must have been because this was a Rick Simpson fuck you right up. And I'm like, when I got sober, and I'm like, "You can try this?" He's like, "No, I don't think this is a good idea." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm." Um, I'm sure it showed up in my hair. I'm more than positive it did because it like a fucking nightlight. Um, oh, I felt no pain, Carol. There were no pain, nothing. You could have just pushed me off the balcony and I would have bounced and nothing. I would have been fine with it, just fine. Um, so I've never done a gummy ever again. Never. So she's telling me she's like eating these gummies on the regular. Like she told her YouTube audience that she likes to use those. And we're hearing like her husband hacking in the background. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when someone's like smoking up in the house, that smell is there. The air is recycled. Good morning, Becky. Hi. Yeah, I mean, if you're using CBD, it helps you with pain, it helps you chill. THC is stronger. If it's legal, more power to, enjoy yourself, honey. Enjoy yourself. But how many you buying? You know? I can't use that shit. I can't. I am highly sensitive to it. I'm not, I don't use that stuff. So it's like giving like a 10-year-old their first fucking gummy. I was just, no, gone, gone. I was a gone girl. No, no. Um, I mean, I mean, do you remember that live where she's literally, her husband comes up and hands her a fucking, like, something to take a hit off of? And I'm watching that and I'm like, am I dreaming? Am I new? Was I born on the sun? Am I seeing this? Hello? And you're telling the world that you're not using, you told everyone you like to use the gummies. Now look, I'm not judging you for using something that is legal, if it's legal in Ohio. I don't know. Okay? I don't give a fuck. But the thing is, if you are claiming you're insane when you admit you use benzos or whatever, or pills or whatever your drug of choice is, I don't give a fuck. But do not claim you lost your squirrels when everyone knows you were using, because people do have drug-induced psychosis. It happens. There's nothing wrong with admitting that when you are on something that is, well, you know, people do things they shouldn't. When people are addicted to narcotics, like Square, they tend to lie, cheat, and steal. They do and say things they shouldn't. They act out. They do things. They can get violent. They say and do things they shouldn't. It is not an excuse, but it's not insanity. It is called addiction. Oh, Lisa. For those who this stuff helps, you know, more power to you. And I, you know, I don't like the smell of the marijuana, and like I said, that stuff had become legal recently. This happened a while ago, a long time ago. It had, like I said, this stuff became available in Toronto the time when it became legal in Canada, and everyone was just trying stuff for fun. Yeah, we're talking about Jen. I mean, when she says that she was insane in 2023, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It makes me cringe. It makes me cringe because it's not insanity. I'm sorry. I've seen what people look like, act like when they're doing or using something they shouldn't. And unfortunately, unfortunately, people who are doing and using, their environment has a way of being extremely filthy and nasty. They put up with things that they normally wouldn't. Like, who would put up with dog feces on the floor if you're too busy being on the nod? Who would do things? I mean, they're literally at their most base behaviors because all they care about is how they feel and nothing around them. It's all about the body and not about the mind. Oh, yeah. Yes, Carol. It's all about excuse me, I can talk really I can. Manipulative deception and deflection. They want, well, she wants us to believe it was about mental illness when it really was about something else. Because at that time in her life, when it all came down, when her house of cards came down, she was arrested. And when she came out of jail, she was a lot thinner. But I'll tell you something, when you're coming off of something, you're sick. You're sick. And, well, withdrawals are a bitch, you know? Do I think she's okay? Do I think something's wrong with her? Yeah. But I mean, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Remember that commercial with the egg? Um, you know, that Nancy Reagan moment, the 1980s commercials, you remember those? Um, I'm going to be honest, doing mass quantities of barbiturates and things that fry you is not going to leave you with all your thrusters. Good morning, public enemy number one. Yeah, I mean, your house is going to get kind of questionable if you're doing something you shouldn't. Because frankly, fuck, you're just not going to give a damn. Because it's all about the body, about the fix you want, about the satisfaction you want, about the manipulation to get what you want. And you don't give a fuck about the people around you. And everyone around you is just pawns in your game. Because you're just going to move those pieces to get what you need, to get what you want, right the fuck now. And that's what it's all about. Just like Square stole a lot from an old man, and unfortunately, it's allegedly his girlfriend. You know, addicts do fucked up shit to get what they want. They will steal everything underneath the first person who's the closest person who's been there for them. They'll steal their parents' life savings. They'll empty your house of anything that can be sold. They'll steal anything, cars, jewelry, electronics, your bank account. They'll empty your life savings, your pension, anything to get that fix. It's inevitable. And if they don't get what they want, they'll blackmail you for what they need. Be it drugs or alcohol, it doesn't matter. It's all about the fix. And they'll say and do anything they to just get away with it. I mean, you guys remember the issue with the rent-a-center car, the whatever, she's in that truck. She turns on the waterworks. The girl gets out of the truck, and all of a sudden, magically delicious, she has no tears, and the tears are gone. The sadness is instantly gone. Okay, guys, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy with a baseball bat. Yeah. Jen is infamous for that. Yeah. The eyes are dry. Her soul is empty. Her eyes are dry. She'll make up lies. I need your donations, guys. I think Clint's gonna leave me. I remember she got $50 in donations that one night because she gave her viewers the impression that she was gonna be left with nothing and her man was leaving and she didn't know what she was gonna do. She got $50, and the moment she got the money she needed, she just went off. Boop, she was done. Well, who knows? Yeah, but if the drug is legal, like pot, then what can you do? It's no longer a controlled substance. It now is legal. So, what are you going to do? Or if you go to the hospital and you tell them you've hurt yourself and they prescribe you painkillers, you get away with it. People doctor shop all the time. And you get away with it. There are ways around it. Hi, Irish Jazz. How you doing? She says, Jen has no soul. You made your bed. Lay in it. Yeah. If this wasn't a morning live, I'd get a little more ferocious, shall we say. Yeah. So, Nishar says it's really hard to deal with a friend or loved one who is abusing alcohol or drugs, especially when you see them struggling. It will make you hard. Yeah, it does. And I've had to deal with that. It's made me stoic, and unfortunately, I've seen a family member do some really messed up shit to her mom, and when you see a family member do that to their own mother, um, and do it to the rest of us, like they don't just do it to like their parents, they'll go through us all, like they hit us all, and they'll do it to anyone who allows them in the door, and then they leave and you turn around and then just something's missing. It's like, why the fuck did you do that, you know and even if you're like, if you turn to them and you're like, if you need money, just ask, and then you find out that they didn't just hit Edmund up, they hit you up too, and you just look at each other, and then you find out they hit your kid up, and you're like, fuck, you know yeah, she's a narcissist in the true sense, but I always find that people who are true narcissists accuse others of it, and like I mean, like the people who get on their platform and shout it to the rafters, like, you're a narcissist. Okay, whatever. Sure, it's difficult, and I don't wish it on anyone, just like I don't wish. Yeah, and I've helped friends, family clean up after. Yeah, the cleanup. I'm gonna say something about that. I always find the messiest ones are literally a fuck you. Like, look what you made me do. Fuck you. I don't care about it. I'm gonna like, it's a I'll show you. You know, because the truth of the matter is, when you do it in someone's house and they have family, like spouses and kids and shit like that, or like they know that their parents are coming to find them, and they know that, like, when they do it in their own house and they know their wife is going to show up, after work, or they're alone that day and they know they're not going to be, it's I could never do that, because all I could think of is how it would affect my family. Like, how it would affect, like, everyone who I care about, because it would destroy them. It would destroy them. I don't know. It feels a bit selfish to me. Please forgive me for saying so. Because there's so much that goes with that. Because it's one thing when people go from illness or accident, um, but you're going to have so many people coming to you and expect you to tell them why. When, the ones that leave the note, it makes me wonder what the fuck is wrong with you and how dare you do that to people who love you. And the ones that just sort of do it, um, they're going to just blame themselves for what you did and expect, people are going to be like, didn't you see that coming? And usually they're like, no. But people are going to be like blaming them forever when they didn't do anything. It's like I'll show you, and you're going to remember me forever, and so will everyone else. And they're going to come to you and expect you to answer for what I did. It's 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 interesting. At least that's how it feels to me sometimes. Yeah. It's not always true what I just said. It just in some cases, that's what it feels like to me. It's not always like that when people do that, but it feels like that sometimes. Sometimes they're just not well and they don't have complete control of what they're doing. And it's illness. It's illness. And they can't help it, you know? But when it's not like that, you know? Yeah. Well, sometimes they're just not well, you know what I'm saying? And you can't be in people's heads. There's no subtitles in front of people, you know? And unfortunately, we as individuals, we're flawed. We make mistakes. And we have to do what we can with what we got. And not everyone has all the tools we need to do the right thing, or at least do the right thing at that precise moment. Because life is weird. You can come home tired. You could come home not feeling well. You could come home and just say the one thing that person hears that drives them to do something that they should not. I understand. Yeah, I understand, Lisa. That's a lot. Yeah, you're a saint. You're a saint. God bless you. Yeah, but you know, things are cyclical. Things happen in a domino effect, and if something happens and another thing happens and another thing happens, and you know, someone is just not there at the right time, or you get caught in traffic, or you get held back at the office, or a teacher just says the one thing that pushes someone over the edge, they don't mean for it to happen. But if something just creates a domino effect and that person is not okay, sometimes it happens like that. Yeah. Thank you, Sly 14. I appreciate you. I just don't like it when Jen goes on a rant saying that people are trying to drive her insane and push her over the edge, trying to get that pity that I don't want. So I know how it feels. You trying to drive me insane to get me to do something. If you feel that, stressed out. If you feel that people are trying to get you to KYS, get offline. Get offline. Because I've had Lauren try to emotionally manipulate me, saying that my chat was trying to was making her want to cut herself. And I said, take a break. If they're driving you to do that, don't go on panel. Don't go on panel. If people are making you want to do that, don't take the link. Don't shout at people. Don't make yourself feel that way. Don't get to that point. If people are trying to make you go insane, Jen, if people are just making comments about quote unquote a hotshot, why would it trigger you if you don't skin pop? That's what I have to say. If you're not injecting narcotics, if you're not an intravenous drug user, that shouldn't affect you at all. I mean, if someone told me, you know, hey, Rochelle, go get yourself some fentanyl or something, pardon me, excuse me, I would be like, what? That doesn't matter to me. I don't use drugs. I don't use drugs. I've never been a drug user. I've never used hard drugs. I've never like gotten, you know, I've been blessed and I never got into that stuff to the point where I need to get clean. And I don't shame people who have gotten clean, and I'm proud of them. It's not easy to get clean and stay clean. And even if they've fallen off the wagon and they get clean again, they, you know, they get back on it and they work at staying clean. They should be congratulated, celebrated, celebrated. So I don't understand why this should trigger you, because I'd be like, eh, so what? They want you to flop around, jump up, and get down, jump, jump, like the House of Pain. It shouldn't trigger you at all. Not at all. Yeah, manipulation shows me you're fake as fuck. Some like that's as far as I'm concerned, it's just a dig at you. Sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I don't like you. It shouldn't mean shit. It shouldn't mean shit. It's shit on a shingle. If someone should tell you to go cook something up and blah, 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 wah, 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 it bothers you, in my opinion, because you might be up to fuck shit. It triggers you because I think you're still using. You're using something. Because if someone makes a comment like that, I think you're still using. Because I'll tell you something. They see something, and you know they see something. Because, yeah, because you're manic as fuck. And your addiction to sugar, your sugar fixation, your sweet fixation, addicts do that. Your need to constantly eat candy, that's addict behavior. Yeah, that's addict behavior. So, you know, you need to realize that everything you do is a tell. Just saying. So you give yourself away, give it away, give it away, give it away now. You give yourself away. You say what you do. You fucking slip. You make slips with your behavior, which tells them exactly what you do. You take a hit because you want it so bad. I really want a hot dog. So bad. And you're so fucking out of it from your fuck shit, from what you're doing. Allegedly, supposedly, you try to do it on the down low, but your manic behavior, your all night stay up, you're up all night and all day. Look, before I was on Wellbutrin, I had insomnia, but I was not up all the time. Like I maybe couldn't sleep for like a few days, but I did sleep. I wasn't up, 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 up. I just wasn't getting my hours when I should be sleeping altogether. Like I was craving 8 hours at once. But when I came down, I slept a lot. You say I'm going to take a break and then you don't. You can't even keep your lies together. You can't you just say it to please the audience that you're talking to at that moment. You want to please people so bad. But you never follow through. You love bomb and then send people fuck fingers. Go fuck yourself. You're welcome, Shar. Yeah, you sense me closing up. So, yeah. So watch out, Jen. When I give a nightlife, it's gonna get ouchy. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good day. And the time is currently 10:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So everyone have a good morning, have a good day. And Jen, you just keep exhibiting that addict behavior. And maybe you need to get yourself a psychedelic poster and just, be a Cheshire cat and smile real big. Because one day, your behavior is going to take you down a road where you're really going to cry, cry, cry. That's right. And when you go down that long, dark corridor of shame, I'm going to wave. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Bye. 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 Goodbye. So take your carry-on luggage. Your ride today, everyone, is finished on the Rochelle Canadian Airlines. So please treat others the way you want to be treated. Take care of yourself and each other. Please don't throw sand in the sandbox. Uh, well, and I'll catch you on the flip side. And remember, the Lady Rochelle loves you so much. Until then, I'm out of here. And I'll see you real soon. Have a good day. And goodbye.